Hi. So I just wanted to share with you something that's going to be coming up that is very exciting. I mentioned in a previous video about attending a horse sanctuary in Costa Rica. I had gone to Costa Rica because my daughter Randy was doing yoga teacher training and I was getting her down there, make sure she got there safe, and then I hung out for a little bit. It was supposed to be me and Steven having an anniversary trip, but we had an emergency in the family and my husband had to stay home. So I was able to kind of find myself. I was alone in the jungle for 3 nights, and I highly recommend it to anyone if you don't know who you are. And who really does? We don't know who we are. And I had this experience that helped me to really tune in to who I was. I met this person on the plane who told me that he had a friend that was from Vermont that now lives in Costa Rica, and that she runs a horse sanctuary where you can meditate with horses. And of course I was all over it. So I got her information and I messaged her the next day, or that night, I think even. And I went to see her on the next day. And I had the most life-changing experience. Whether you like horses or not, whether you have been called to them or not, it doesn't matter. This experience is for everyone. You learn how to be with them on a whole different way, a whole different level, dimension. I mean, her name is Letitia, and she runs horsespirithealing.com in Costa Rica, and down in the Blue Zone over near Montezuma. And she had me come in and we did like a coaching session where she was asking me about me, who I am, what's going on with me, what I need work on. And what I needed work on in that moment was fear. Fear. Funny, it was exactly 222 when I said that. Pay attention to those numbers. So she and I were speaking about fear, and as we're talking, these horses were starting to approach. There were like 13 of them at the time. There's now 15. And at the time there were 13, and they were all hanging out in the field, just out in the distance. And they started approaching as they were listening to me talking. They started approaching because they were being called to work with me. They were being called. They knew what they needed to do to help ease the fear, help move it through me. Whatever it was that they were doing, they knew what they needed to do. So they came over and they, hung out near the fence until we were done talking. And then it was time for us to walk in. So she opens the gate, and now we're standing there. And you have to stand there, let me just show you like this, with your hands like this in receiving position. And because you don't want to go at a horse like this, because first of all, you're blocking them. You're saying, no, I'm blocking your energy. But also you're like, I want to manhandle you and pet you. And I don't know if you give me permission, and I don't care. So that's not what we want. We want to go in like this, with your hands open in receiving position, so you can go in and tell them that you are accepting of their light, of their healing that they want to share with you. So all of a sudden I look up and there's this line. The horses were all literally in line waiting to work with me. And some would come over and like literally brush up against me or touch me. Most just kind of stood a few feet away and aimed a certain part of their body at me. So my chakras lined up with their chakras. So they were working a lot on my solar plexus. Solar plexus is the upper stomach. So they were lining up their like solar plexus on their body with mine and sending healing that way. And originally I was out of my mind because all I kept thinking of was the fear. Oh my gosh, it's almost sunset. The sun is going to be going down. It's going to be dark. I have no idea where I am. I'm going to get lost again. The potholes on the way here were huge. Like there were all of these things going through my mind, and I was freaking out inside. And it just kept going away more and more and more. And by the time I was done, not even by the time I was done, within the first 15 minutes, I didn't care. It didn't bother me anymore that there was going to be, it was going to be dark out. And what ended up happening was she gave me even better directions to get back. And I ended up getting back like that as opposed to the long route that my GPS took me on. And it ended up being easier. So it was like I aligned myself with that too, which was beautiful. But the horses helped me so much. So I messaged her that next morning and I told her how great I felt. And then she said, come back. I'm going to get you on a healing table in the middle of the field with the horses. Oh my God. Oh my God. You think being on a healing table with a professional, with a healer is life-changing? Wait till you do it with a horse. You're laying down on this field and, on this table in the middle of the field, and they come up to you and you're being guarded. She's right there. She's guiding them and, so it's never too much. I will say a couple times I did put my hand up to let them know, okay, that's a little close. Back up a little bit, and they respect your boundaries. You just have to tell them because they don't know. And it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. They activated so much stuff within me. I was literally seeing energy while I was laying there. I could see, how when you're in the summertime, there is the heat that comes off the pavement and you can see it. That is what energy looks like. And that is what it looked like coming off of one of these horses. It was a black horse and the energy was just radiating off of this horse and I could see it as I'm laying there. And then I'm staring at the tree. She has most gorgeous trees, the oldest, most gorgeous trees you've ever seen in your life. And I'm laying there just looking up at the branches, and all of a sudden, all of the branches started spinning. No, I wasn't high. I didn't take mushrooms. I did not have any alcohol, nothing. It was just all it started swirling. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I am literally seeing energy right now. There is something happening. And it's opened so much for me to the point now where all I have to do is see a picture of one of these horses that worked with me and my heart just burst wide open instantly. All of the work I've done throughout the years to open my heart, I don't even need to do that. All I have to do is look at this picture of the horse because I have aligned myself to them. I've aligned myself to their energy. I've aligned myself to my heart just opening when I think of them, see them, look at a picture, anything. And I want that for you. I want you to have this experience. Sharing Light is joining with Horse Spirit Healing to have a retreat. Now I'm just going as a guest speaker. I'm enjoying the process as well. So really it's just us all going and being there. I'd like to go in January, mid-January. So we're setting that up as well. So if you are interested and you would like to experience this amazing horse healing coaching with Letitia, you do yoga with the horses, you ride the horses if you feel like it, you can ride them and swim with them, you can ride with them on the beach and out around the field. I mean, it is just an incredible life-changing experience. If this is calling to you in any way, no commitment, just reach out to me. Let me know what you're thinking. If it's something that you want to do, I can get you more information. I can have you do a one-on-one call with Letitia and she can talk to you about if it's right for you. From Boston right now, and today is July 3rd, right around now, flights are for January, for mid-January, around 500, sometimes less, depending where you go out of and stuff. But right now the flights are around 500. So that's not bad at all to go to Costa Rica. And I can guide you on all of that and give you all of the information you need. I can just be that kind of helping person for you. For me, what I'm getting out of it is I'm getting this experience out of it. I'm going back. I cannot wait to go back. It was so life-changing. This time I know what I want to focus on. I want to just be there and immerse myself in love, in healing and in love, and we all deserve that. So if you are intrigued by this in any way, please let me know, reach out to me, and we'll discuss it. I'll give you the information. No commitment. You don't have to commit to anything right now or anything. Just start thinking about it. Let it start brewing around. Feel it in your heart. See if it's something that you want to do. If you're able to do it, we'll try to make it work for you. Just reach out. I would love to hear from you. I would love to get a bunch of us together and have this experience together because, oh my gosh, it's life-changing. So if you're afraid to travel alone, or if you're, you don't want to, you want to do it with a group of people that you know, I know really wonderful people, and I can hook you up with all kinds of wonderful people, and we can all have a really wonderful time. I love you. Reach out soon. You won't regret it.